series premiere Monday, August 9th on ABC.
This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News at 11. Coverage you can count on.
Crews will spend the night watching several wildfires in Brevard County. The flames burned dangerously close to at least a dozen homes, forcing residents to pack up and leave.
I had to evacuate in 10 minutes with my dogs and my kids.
Those residents in the Malabar area were just allowed back into their homes.
But they could be forced to leave if the fires grow out of control again. And in the last 10 minutes, there's been another flare-up. We told you as it was breaking at 5 today when nearly a half dozen wildfires sparked within 5 miles of each other, north and south of the intersection of Ponderosa Road. Watch for new information on Eyewitness News Daybreak. After 87 days, the oil has finally stopped flowing in the Gulf of Mexico. Now the question is, will the cap hold?
The next 48 hours are crucial. If BP engineers see any sign of a new leak erupting, the cap will be reopened.
Well, that's at 11:35, immediately following this newscast. As the case against Casey Anthony went to court today, Casey broke down in tears at the sight of her brother.
And Cindy Anthony stated under oath she thinks little Kaylee is still alive.
Investigators say these pictures were taken by a taxi camera after he fled the scene. Developing tonight, an Osceola County firefighter is in the hospital after he was injured at a sheriff's camp for kids.
Make sure the firefighter's okay. That's the most important thing for us right now.
We'll tell you what he was showing the children when he was hurt.
And the rain is finally moving out to the west tonight. The other changes you'll see by morning.
I grew up here. I never imagined anything being like this.
As the biggest oil spill in history moves on shore, Channel 9 Eyewitness News is live on the Gulf Coast to show you the devastation.
Take a look at this. It goes on as far as the eye can see.
There are globs out there as big as houses.
I'm going to take this straw right here and just scoop off some of the nastiest stuff I've ever seen.
For complete coverage of the disaster in the Gulf, turn to Channel 9 Eyewitness News. Coverage you can count on.
I learned a lot at Toyota of Orlando on West Colonial Drive.
Channel 9 Eyewitness News. Coverage Osceola County can count on.
An Osceola County firefighter is in ORMC tonight.
We told you as it was breaking at 5 that he was shocked in front of a group of kids. Sky Witness 9 HD was over the scene at the Osceola County Sheriff's Adventure Camp near St. Cloud.
Area.
Looks like the storms are gone for tonight, but what about tomorrow?
That's right, and we're coming up on a weekend. Certified Chief Meteorologist Tom Terry is in Severe Weather Center 9. What do you have, Thomas?
We don't get the timing right on weekends, it seems like. We always have something interfering with your plans. Let's see if we can do a little better this time around. We're mostly clear now, still 74 with light winds in downtown. And boy, what a boisterous weather day we had with storms developing just west of I-95 in Brevard County. And then over the last 6 hours, you can see the heavy rain starting to depart out in the Gulf of Mexico. Still a few clouds left over, but drier air is moving in, replacing very high rain totals. Palm Coast up in Flagler County, 2.37. Winter Garden, 1.65. Lake George, the second largest lake in the state, after Lake Okeechobee, 1.64. Ormond Beach, just shy of 1.5 inches. Mount Dora, Lynn Rector calling in with 1.2. So it was wet today. 75 degrees in downtown Orlando, and out to the west, that's where the moisture is starting to move. And you'll notice a little bit of shower activity down around South Florida, but some drier air overall is on the way. We can tell this easily with our water vapor loop, but also lets us see this tropical wave that is down to the south. We'll keep an eye on this as it moves over the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, not expecting any organization, but that area of low pressure here, plus the drier air to the north, that drier air, that is what we're looking for as we head from Friday through the upcoming weekend. So we'll start out still with the humidity, especially after the rain we had today. 77 degrees, isolated storms by the lunch hour, but only isolated, not widespread or numerous, like was the case today. Here's the early warning future track, our newest forecast model run starting at 7 o'clock in the morning. Mostly clear skies, so good looking start to your Friday. Only isolated storm activity, mainly west and south. It looks like a dry day again along the east coast for boating and just enjoying the outdoors. Heading into Saturday, almost completely dry. I'm going to keep a 20% rain chance in for Saturday, but by tomorrow, if the forecast models continue to show this dry air moving in, I may take rain out as we head toward the upcoming weekend. So overall drier for sure. Drier pattern along the shore. Winds southeast at 5 to 15. Instead of an offshore wind, we have the onshore breeze, so the seas are increasing 3 to 4 feet, but enjoy it either way. Temperatures tomorrow a little hotter. 94 Orlando, back to the west. 95 Winter Haven and DeLand. Here's your 5-day forecast with the weekend always in view. Our rain chance down to only 30% tomorrow with a high near 94. And as I mentioned, drier weather for the weekend. Rain chances down. Into next week, we start getting another resurgence of moisture, but overall looks pretty dry for the next 3 to 5 days. Don't forget tomorrow, starting at 12:30 at the Amway Arena, the 18th annual Celebrity Mascot Games. More events for the weekend in the event section of WFTV.com. Marty?
All right, thank you, Tom. SeaWorld offers free admission to teachers, but it refused to give free passes to a group of nuns who teach at a Florida school.
We'll tell you how their own vow of poverty caused the problem.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Tom Terry. Get your Central Florida 5-day forecast from Severe Weather Center 9 every morning in the Orlando Sentinel.
Right now on WFTV.com, Casey Anthony was back in court, and this time she watched her mother take the stand.
I didn't rehearse my 911 call.
See video and slideshows from the hearing right now on WFTV.com.
As he said, Orlando plays at Milwaukee next, a team they beat by 4 back in May. We'll be right back.
If you see news happening, tell us about it. Go to News Tips at WFTV.com on your web-enabled cell phone and let us know what you see.
When it comes to buying a crossover.
This early warning Doppler 9 HD radar update brought to you by
Toyota of Orlando on West Colonial Drive.
New statistics show Florida may be heading into another nursing shortage.
SeaWorld's Animal Rescue Center is already caring for 4 other turtles from that same area. Up next, Tom Terry's back with a wake-up forecast for your neighborhood.
Temperatures in the mid-70s tonight, mostly because of the rain that cooled us down earlier today. We're 75 in Sanford, 73 in the Villages, and still 80s where you didn't get much rain today in Brevard County. Clouds starting to move out tonight, which will leave us mostly clear, and drier air moves in for tomorrow and will probably last all the way through the weekend, Marty.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Tom. Be sure to watch Eyewitness News Daybreak tomorrow morning, starting at 5 a.m.
In the meantime, thanks for watching Channel 9 Eyewitness News. Nightlight starts in about 13 seconds.
If you see the police in your neighborhood, it could be breaking news. Call the Eyewitness 9 News line at 1-800-261-1010 or log on to WFTV.com and let us know.